Alright. Testing out my new Checkmate 20 rounder stainless steel magazine. Got 20 rounds, a good old 308, most of it's reloads. And the first 5 top shells is XM80C 149 grain 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO ammo. And my reloads are 168 grain ELD and hollow point boat tail Hornady bullets loaded on 42 grains of Varget powder. I loaded these 4 days before Christmas. I'm just getting rid of them. And I figured out and I found that I have a whole bunch more ELD bullets that I can load into plinking loads and get rid of, because the ELDs perform horribly in my M1A, and they performed horribly in my dad's 30-06 as well, so I'll be getting rid of those. Alright, I'm just plinking. This is a function test to see if this magazine will cycle, and we'll get to see if it will run all 20 rounds, or if I go into roid rage cussing my head off that it tears up. Okay, here we go. Got a zombie target down there. That zombie'd be long dead by now. Have to adjust myself here. Okay, that's 20 rounds of 308 7.62 NATO. Whew, that barrel's hot. It performed flawlessly. Not a single hang up. Wow. All right. And zombie girl down there had a bad day. Ooh, I got that gun hot. Starting to get a little hot back here on the front of the receiver. Performed flawlessly. That's good. Very good. Alright. It's the next day here. And I did my function test of my new checkmate yesterday. I ran 20 rounds of 308. It's just really a menagerie of just thrown together reloads. So I got all the brass here. This actually has 30 brass in it because after I did my function test with the 20 rounder, I decided to shoot a little bit over here. And I'm not gonna lie, I have gotten rusty with the M1A because I have not shot my M1A since December 24th, 2019, so literally 2 months to the day almost. I haven't shot my M1A. Yesterday was the first time I'd shot it in 2 months. So I had lost my groove with it a little bit, and it shows because when I was shooting over here just trying to get some good groups, even though I was shooting XM80C, I kept jerking to the right when I would squeeze the trigger. I'm not sure why I would do that. I guess it was just recoil anticipation or whatnot. And even the M1A really doesn't recoil that hard either, so maybe it's just involuntary or just something, you know, just something. But I would nudge my shoulder to the right just slightly, and that's why these bullets would throw. But when I forced myself to buck up behind it and actually took my time and controlled my breathing and trigger control and, you know, squeeze the trigger, I actually managed to get a .75 MOA with the M1A with XM80C 149 grain full metal jacket. But like I said, when I was doing the function test on the with the CMI magazine, I was literally just basically rapid firing. I just bring the crosshairs back to the zombie's chest and to her head, and I just go back and forth and just squeeze the trigger, just line it up and squeeze. And there's just a menagerie of different reloads. There's just like throw together 168 grain Hollow Point boat tails and ELDs. So, I mean, I wasn't really, it was just plinking ammo, and I had some XM80Cs in there too, but I mean, even when I wasn't being accurate, my M1A did manage to make tight groups like this, like that's 2 right there. And that's 4 bullets right there on top of each other. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bullets right there on top of each other. And they got some tight ones there, and then a really tight group up there just planking. So what this shows, you know, for the M1A, that a lot of the accuracy of the rifle has a lot to do with the nut behind the trigger. Cause see, I was rusty with it. This is a 3 MOA group right through here with XM80C, but when I did my part and bucked up behind it, I got a .75 MOA group with the XM80C. So I need to start shooting it some more, get back in the groove. But the CMI functions flawlessly. There was not a single hiccup with this magazine. I was impressed. This one actually functioned better than the other checkmate that I have, because I would not, I mean, the cycling was so smooth with this, I couldn't even feel when it was stripping the bullet off into the chamber. Whereas with the other magazines, there's kind of like a clunk when it picks a bullet up and strips it off into the chamber. The bolt, it's kind of like a clunk, or like you can feel it strip it out of that magazine. But this one, smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. Yep, so I give this magazine a thumbs up. 0 stoppages. It ran all 20 without a problem. Just excellent. All I gotta do now is short out my brass and figure out what was my reloads and what was factory. And we won't be going to the range anytime soon because it is pouring the rain outside right now. The damn rains had to come back through and ruin everything. So we are marooned yet again. I got another video of my Heritage revolver to come out to a shooting video with it. So I got some shooting content to upload, and with this video too, the function test. And then I may do some firearm cleaning videos, some how-tos. I'll show how to clean that Heritage and maybe my Smith. Alright guys, I see you all in the next video.